All praises and all the glory as well as infinite honors be unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Hadukakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Also peace and blessings to the hopeful and faithful elect across the four corners, living and preaching this truth in sincerity and charity to the best of their ability. Say shalom to Yakim and to Yufuakwa. This is Proverbs 29th chapter, 2nd verse. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Today, we're going to talk about laws, statutes, and commandments which bring order. That's the title of the lesson. Laws, statutes, and commandments bring order. I'm going to go right on into it. Go repeat the verse one more time. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. We more especially want to look into that word authority, and in the latter part of this verse, rule. We're only going to pull up the definition of authority, though. So I'm going to go here to Google and pull up the word authority. And the definition for authority is the power or right to give orders, make decisions, and enforce obedience. Here we find ourselves being ordered about by the rulers of this world, which are wicked people. And it says here in the latter part of Proverbs 29:2, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that is precisely what is taking place here. The people are mourning. They're mourning at the high gas prices, the high food prices. They're mourning because they're not able to adequately pay their bills how they need to have their bills paid, as well as keep money in their pockets, as well as keep gas in their vehicles, as well as buy the substance that they need to feed their families. Working dead-end jobs, 9 to 5s, every day, year in and year out, not getting anywhere. That is because the wicked beareth rule. And the word that we just brought out was authority. And that is exactly what's taking place because of the rulership. And who is that's in rulership? That's the wicked. And so when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And this is not of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is not what Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai would have his when he's in rule to be taking place, is what I'm trying to say. And so laws, statutes, and commandments bring order pursuant to what goes on with Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and how he runs his ship. Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter verses 1-8 will be able to tell you a little better about what I'm trying to say. This is Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter verses 1-8. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up, a time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing, a time to get and a time to lose, a time to keep and a time to cast away, a time to rend and a time to sow, a time to keep silence and a time to speak, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And this in Ecclesiastes 3rd chapter verses 1 through 8 breaks down Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's statutes. It breaks down his commandments and his laws, which bring order. This is not the fullness of it, but this just gives you some insight into how Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai likes things to go about happening. Right now, this is not what's going on. Mourning is going on right now. Things are not in order. Everywhere you look about is total chaos, confusion, disorder, the opposite of order. It's 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Let all things be done decently and in order. And here, you know one thing, that things are not being done decently, and they're definitely not being done in order. It's safe to say you can't win for losing, as the saying goes. Every time you look up, you're being hindered one way or the other. More laws being pushed out. More laws that aren't benefiting you. The you that I'm speaking of are the Akwa, Salakia, the Akim, and the few Akwa who are here listening right now. We know one thing. Us Israelites are not winning by no way, shape, form, or fashion. In no way, shape, form, or fashion, I should say. Every time you look up, we taking L's. L's left and taking L's right. Looking up, we taking L's, and looking down, we taking L's. And so this is what I mean by the wicked bear rule. And this is what I mean when I'm trying to compare how when Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai rules, his laws, statutes, and commandments are in effect, then we will be rejoicing, as opposed to what is taking place right now. This Proverbs 9th chapter, 10th verse. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. And this is where it all starts with us, Akim and Yufu Akwa. We have to learn to fear Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. But only through fearing Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai will we be willing to abide by his laws, his statutes, and his commandments, which bring order. Never mind, or paying no never mind to the things that Esau continues to impress upon us, to push down our throats on an everyday basis. Yeah, you saying, well, what I'm supposed to do about paying my bills? What I'm supposed to do about feeding my family? And my answer to that is rely strictly on what thus says Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Understand that you have to render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, but you also have to render unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai what is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's at the end of the day. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai made and is making everything happen, contrary to popular belief. So it would behoove you to follow after Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, to be fearful of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. We'll go to that word fear in the interlinear.
Strong's H3374. Yir'ah. Yir'ah.
Yirah, fear, terror, fearing, fear, terror. Awesome, a terrifying thing, causing fear, fear, respect, reverence, revered, piety. And that word piety is a belief or point of view that is accepted with unthinking conventional reverence. Meaning, whatever thus says Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, that you do without thinking about it. No questions asked, no mumble talk, no let me think about it. You just get up and you go. That's how the author and creator and finisher of our faith works. You have to believe, people. You have to believe that Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is able to do exceedingly abundantly well above all others. You have to believe that with Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, everything is possible. But with man, things are impossible. We're going to go stay in Proverbs. We're going to go down to the 4th chapter in the 7th verse. It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. And the word I want to take a look at is principle, which is in the beginning part of this verse. And the word principle is first in order. Salakia, which leads back to the law, statutes, and commandments that bring order. Principle, meaning is the first in order of importance, the main thing. Wisdom, with all thy getting, get wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So by getting wisdom, you're ultimately getting understanding. Understanding to do what? Follow after Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's laws, statutes, and commandments, which bring order. This is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that's right. When it comes to what the wicked says or what the wicked wants to be done, people have no problem complying. If they say look up and run left, people are going to look up and run to the left, full speed ahead. But when Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai asks you to do something, you get back talk, you get out think about it, you get people being stagnant, people putting off, I'll do it tomorrow, I think I'll see about it, maybe I'll see if it's a good idea. But if the white man say something, people jumping up and down, they're going to make it happen. So how much more you need to be doing that when it comes to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai? 10 times more. And for this reason, things aren't going your way in life. You try to get yourself together and say, oh, this is going to be my year. But you're going about it the wrong way. Because you're not putting Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai first. We need to make sure that in all things, in everything, every day, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai needs to be put first. This is the embodiment of piety, a belief or point of view that accepted with unthinking conventional reverence. Piety mixed with principle. So you know that first in order is to put Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai first. By putting Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai first, then you are understanding that you're fearing Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And through fear of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, you gain wisdom, which we learn from Proverbs 9 and 10 and Proverbs 4 and 7. And when you get that, when you find out that wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and in all thy getting, get understanding, then and only then will you begin to realize and be able to embrace just what Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai wants. And by doing that, you will start to follow after his laws, statutes, and commandments, and you will reverence him, which will bring order into your life. But until then, you're not going to have your way. You're not going to have your way anyway. So like, you're not going to have your way anyway. It's Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's show. But Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai will be able to work with you instead of you binding his hands by not doing what he's asking of you to do or what he's instructing you to do. This is Psalms 107 and 17. Fools, because of their transgression and because of their iniquities, are afflicted. And that's what's going on because you're not willing to follow after Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's laws, statutes, and commandments, which bring order, which you have in your life none, because you're not willing to follow after the laws, statutes, and commandments, like I stated earlier. So because of this, you have transgression, and because of your transgression, you have iniquities and are afflicted. Afflicted with what? Afflicted with maybe diabetes, high blood pressure, not being able to stay out of trouble, always in the eye of the law, trouble in relationships, just any type of thing that's not going good in your life, is pursuant to not following after Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's law, statutes, and commandments. That's basically the gist of things. This is Romans 15 and 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. And read that one more time. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. And Romans 15 and 4 basically letting you know that there are things in life that are beyond your control. And the best thing for us Akim and you few Akwaf to do is to not lean into our own understanding. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai's ways are not our ways. We are here on earth. That's where we are. Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is in heaven. He has heavenly thoughts. We only have earthly thoughts. So if you take a look at that and think about it for a while, you'll say to yourself, if he has heavenly thoughts and we only have earthly thoughts, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai gotta know better. Especially being that he is the creator and we are his creation. I encourage you, Akim and you few Akwa, to not lean into your own understanding. I encourage you to seek Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai early and seek him while he may be found, so that he can lead you and guide you and direct you into the path in which he has purpose for you, so that you may have life and have life more abundantly. And like I stated earlier, the way in which you do that is by fearing Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and gaining the wisdom in which you need to gain, by trying to draw nigh unto him so that he could draw nigh unto you, which means getting closer to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to end the lesson. I pray that this lesson was helpful. I pray that this lesson was truly edifying to you, Akim and you few Akwaf. I hope I helped somebody today. And with that, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harukakwadash, Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful and faithful elect pushing this message across the four winds to the best of their ability and sincerity and charity. And I'm going to say a ball, Akwam Yashuala. Keep pushing. Shalom, Akim. Shalom.